Halo, halo, good evening. Regards from my exhibition, a solo drawing exhibition, Black and White Journey. I saw in the participants now still Uli. Hello, Uli, how are you? So maybe we can wait for other participants. Maybe Bumper. Bumper lagi, Pak, dari depan. Jadi ini nanti dipotong aja ya, yang tadi ya. Jadi nanti dipotong. Karena ini ternyata tak hubungi dia nggak kontak. Kalau saya gini ngomong kan saya bisa toh. Selamat malam, Mas Agus. Sugeng rawuh di pameran saya, Black and White Journey. Ini yang hadir masih Mas Agus dan Uli, tapi Uli masih caretaker-nya, jadi bahasanya masih bahasa Indonesia saja.
Matur nuwun, Dek.
Ya, apa kabar Mas Agus?
Alhamdulillah sehat, lama nggak ketemu di kita.
Ya,
Menarik ini.
nah ini mencoba memakai e-exhibition, jadi mungkin bisa kita lakukan juga untuk Kadgama atau kegiatan-kegiatan kita yang emang hubungannya banyak sekali di banyak tempat ya. Jadi ini pameran saya yang kedua, sesi yang kedua. Jadi kemarin minggu yang lalu sudah cerita satu bagian gitu. Jadi
waktu itu saya juga ngelihat sharingnya di Sita di pengurus Kadgama itu.
Oh ya.
Ya.
Ya ini tiba-tiba menemukan begitu banyak gambar, terus akhirnya ya dipamerkan.
Cerita kalau melukis lebih senang dari jendela.
Bukan lebih senang, Mas, tapi
Apa?
kesempatannya justru hanya di jendela itu banyak kan.
Oh
Karena kan
gitu.
saya bukan khusus untuk melukis ya. Jadi
Ya.
itu ada kegiatan yang memang misalnya seminar atau apa
Hmm.
menghadiri konferensi begitu-begitu. Nah, cuman bawa kertas sama pensil segala ukuran,
Nah,
tapi
iya.
begitu masuk hotel kamarnya dengan pemandangan yang cantik, nah itu yang harus digambar.
Ya.
Iya,
Iya. Ini
nah
teman-teman
itulah.
Gama nggak ada yang diundang di Sita.
Kenapa?
Teman-teman Gama nggak ada yang diundang ini.
Saya juga mengundang Mas Singgi, mengundang.
Nah,
Tapi saya mengundangnya kan mungkin ini kan hal yang aneh ya. Nonton
ini.
pameran kok pakai anu internet, pakai Zoom, kayak mau ada pertemuan. Jadi ini
Ah,
memang yang kedua kali
iya.
saya lakukan ya. Kali ini
Iya.
memang ada teman-teman dari negara lain
Ya.
yang saya undang gitu. Jadi mungkin nanti campur-campur bahasanya.
Iya, ini. Iya, Dek.
Iya, itu.
Hmm.
Nah, ini kan pamerannya sebenarnya hari Minggu besok selesai.
Hmm.
Tapi untuk eh, apa menambah pertemuan-pertemuan nanti dengan sistem apa ya reservasi dulu gitu akan
Hmm.
diperpanjang sampai tanggal 15.
Ah.
Terus tanggal 15 nanti akan eh, apa ya kayak menyatakan bahwa kita go for e-exhibition di eh, website. Jadi
Iya.
nanti ceritanya masuk ke website gitu.
Hmm.
Nah, yang waktu kita di Katgama ke Bontang, saya hanya satu lukisan udah jadi itu
Oh ya, yang itu
luk-
ya, yang lagi nembak itu ya, Dek ya. Nembak apa?
betul betul. Nah itu juga eh, apa ya sesuatu yang pakai cat air. Jadi untuk kali ini tidak masuk karena kali ini hanya untuk yang hitam putih jadi yang pakai pensil.
Nah, iya.
Kemudian saya apa? Saya kembangkan. Ada yang dibesarkan, ada yang tetap kecil, ada yang malah dikecilkan juga. Kemudian di
Hmm.
figura. Jadi
Iya.
seperti ini gitu. Nah, itu yang apa kita coba eh, lakukan gitu. Terus nanti kalau pameran ini sudah tutup masih bisa dipamerkan di website. Terus
Ah.
ini ya istilahnya masuk pasar bisnis anu ya, lukisan gitu. Jadi nanti di website ini bisa jual beli gitu. Jadi memang
Ah.
arahnya ke sana. Makanya sekarang jadi masuk ke e-business for painting. Ya, ya itulah. Jadi memang kegiatannya jadi beragam-ragam. Ya, ini ini kok belum ada yang masuk ya, padahal sudah banyak mengundang teman-teman. Dan juga ada
Ini-
teman-teman yang dari kemarin, saya baru pulang dari Penang ini tadi pagi.
Oh, baru nyampe sih. Gitu.
Ya,
Oh.
jadi teman-teman dari Penang itu mau reunian juga, mau ketemu di sini begitu. Jadi tapi ini kok belum ada ya. Kita ngobrol dulu aja, nggak apa-apa. Eh, kapan ke Jogja, Mas?
Ya, insya Allah saya kapan ya? Minggu depan mungkin deh.
Ah,
Nah,
rawuh di sini dong, Mirsani.
sampai kapan itu
Ya,
pamerannya?
sampai 15.
Oh ya, nanti insya Allah kalau kamu tak mampir
Ya,
ke
nanti
ini.
kontak-kontakan aja biar
Iya,
bukakan pintu.
iya deh.
Bisa masuk gitu.
Nih,
Ini
ini Mbak Ani apa
atau
nggak diundang loh deh? Mbak Ani,
siapa? Mbak
Mbak
Ani.
Ani, Mbak. Eh,
Saya memang saya tadi mau kirim di di mana? Di Katgama gitu ya. Tapi kayaknya
hmm,
kelewat deh.
hmm.
Saya merasa udah ngirim tapi ternyata belum ya.
Oh belum.
Saya malah iya. Dikirim aja nggak apa-apa, Mas.
Ya saya tak forward ya ntar.
Ya, ya, monggo. Halo, selamat malam. Ada Mas Danang?
Ya, Ibu hadir.
Ya, monggo.
Ya,
Silahkan. Oh, ada Mbak Dewi. Sudah masuk juga. Baik, mungkin kita mulai dulu ya, supaya nanti 1 jam supaya tidak kelamaan. Karena ini yang hadir dalam bahasa Indonesia, akan saya mulai dengan bahasa Indonesia saja dulu. Karena nanti kalau diedit itu otomatis bisa diubah dalam bahasa Inggris. Baik, em, Bapak dan Ibu, sahabat-sahabat semua, ini saya mulai ya. Jadi ceritanya itu pameran ini adalah pameran yang hybrid. Jadi bisa eh, luring dan online. Minggu yang lalu itu sudah separuh dari karya saya sampaikan di sini, tapi hari ini eh, sebagian lagi. Jadi ini ruangannya tuh ada dua, satunya di dalam bangunan dan satunya ada di kayak lorong begitu. Nah, nanti kita bisa lihat di sini. Jadi ini sesi yang kedua. Nah, jadi kita mulai dari sebuah perjalanan yang saya mengikuti kegiatan, misalnya ini di Thailand. Tadi Mas Agus juga menyampaikan saya sering melihat pada atau menggambar dari jendela ya, karena kesempatan untuk menggambar itu biasanya terbatas. Jadi ini di Bangkok tahun 2012, sementara yang ini tahun 2015. Jadi di sana juga macam-macam kegiatan, nggak sempat menggambar, tapi ya dari kamar. Biasanya, dan ini saya tulis pagi hari, sesudah sarapan. Ini di melihat kota itu cantik, dan juga di sini eh, melihat sedang ramai sekali. Jadi ini dua waktu yang berbeda tapi kota yang sama. Nah, inilah satu kegiatan yang biasanya apa ya, saya senang gitu lakukan karena nikmat gitu ya menggambar dari kamar gitu, bisa melihat keluar. Kemudian di Bangkok itu juga beberapa kali kegiatan yang terkait dengan kerjasama antar perguruan tinggi, universitas. Nah, ini saya di Chiang Mai. Dan di Chiang Mai itu ada kesempatan untuk melihat bangunan asli mereka yang disebut sebagai Lana Architecture. Nah, teman-teman semuanya bisa menggunakan apa ya, eh, kalau nanti belum punya, e-katalog yang saya ada, dan itu bisa untuk bercerita juga di balik ini ada apa saja. Nah, kemudian di Chiang Mai juga ada kegiatan, biasanya ada tur begitu ya. Nah, turnya itu kita memang mengunjungi hal-hal yang apakah sudah punah atau yang sudah tinggal bagiannya saja. Seperti ini ada public school begitu ya. Eh, Hanya gerbangnya saja, dan ini saya gambar tahun 2015. Di eh, Thailand sebenarnya banyak lagi kegiatan yang seperti tahun lalu saya juga ke sana lagi di Bangkok, tapi saya sudah menggunakan cat air. Jadi gambar-gambar ini gambar-gambar yang saya lakukan sebelum pandemi dan tertumpuk di dalam almari. Untung pada waktu itu ada yang meminta gambar saya dan akhirnya terpikir juga, oh ya ini gambar saya bisa dibikin pameran ya. Jadi sekian eh, lama gambar itu ada di almari, akhirnya sekarang keluar. Dan nah ini perlu saya sampaikan juga, ini tadi gambar-gambarkan saya semua ini adalah printed ya, jadi dicetak. Dicetak di dalam kanvas dan ada yang dibesarkan, ada yang kecilkan. Nah, karena ini mau masuk di dalam, ya ini tadi saya diskusi dengan Mas Agus, kaitannya dengan kita akan masuk di bisnis di dalam lukisan atau gambar, ya akhirnya ukuran itu ukuran bisa dibesarkan jadi A1, mungkin juga A0 misalnya, kemudian A2, A3, A4 dan A5. Ini yang pakai kanvas. Tetapi saya juga ada yang menggunakan, nah seperti ini. Ini adalah menggunakan ACP, aluminium carbonate panel. Nah di sini ini memang uji coba gitu ya. Ternyata kalau dicetak ya bolehlah gitu ya. Nah baik, sekarang saya akan cerita ini tentang satu daerah yang memberikan pelajaran saya luar biasa. Jadi ini tentang Borobudur. Mempelajari Borobudur saya mulai tahun 2004 bersama rekan-rekan dari Kyoto University, kemudian juga dari UGM, dari halo Uli, should I speak Indonesia or English? Welcome. Ini kegiatannya adalah kita bikin field school, international field school bersama Kyoto University. And what happened that at that moment we started to understand that Borobudur originally they have a lake like this. So this one is the tempuran between Elo River and Progo River, and this one is the remaining of the ancient lake. Once you came here and then you saw so many stones, but when you do something with whatever another stone, just do it like this, and then they will be. We can find what is inside. There will see many biota of the remaining of the ancient lake, and you can see also the layer of this. The layer, this one is from the lava from many eruptions that previously all mountains surrounding the Borobudur were volcanoes, mountain. And then our field school was organized every year. In 1 year, there will be 1 week activities. And this is the base camp, is Mas Tata's house. He passed away last year. And I love this place very much. And once we organize activities there, we can also, I love to stay in front of this. So this one is we call it the terrace, very old type of the terrace. And I love to stay here. And then maybe we can see from the drawing, Mas Ikram, bisa ditunjukkan gambarnya dari ini yang saya sebut my favorite space in Candirejo. This favorite space is the one that I draw myself. I sit in this drawing, in the chair, and this is my hands and my paper, and I made this drawing. So we were there for 10 years, and finally we published a book. It's called the Borobudur Cultural Landscape, published by the Kyoto University Press, and it was distributed by Amazon.com. Why is important in this case? Because we can see this from this one also, my small drawing here. This one mentioning about the condition of this area. Instead of the ancient lake, they were also having so many, what we call it then, cultural landscape. The element of the cultural landscape. This is the important things. So that's why what we have the field school is mainly about the cultural landscape. And then the what you call it, the temple will be the part of our elements of the cultural landscape, including the ancient lake. So this is the, we also went there early in the morning, after, even before the sunrise, because we can enjoy, we can see the environment, where this is the temple, and we can see the moon set, we can see the sunrise. And the important things also, we are learning about the architecture, vernacular architecture, because vernacular architecture is also have the same value with the masterpiece or the icon of the Borobudur. There are the temples. So this is something that we learn a lot from Borobudur and also from the locals. And finally, we publish several books about the Borobudur. Ibu dan Bapak sekalian, in case, and my friends, in case you have a question, you can even cut my explanations, and then you can say something, or you will have comments on or questions. So please don't worry, because there's not so, it's not formal. We are moving around, so I'm guiding you, and then we can discuss also. Okay, let's go to the next. Saya pindah sana ya. Aduh, ini kok ada anunya. Semua. Selamat datang Mbak Ani, juga teman-teman yang baru masuk ya. Now we will continue. This is the place that I try to also explore what is the importance of the heritage on those countries. And now we come to Netherlands, and started with drawings of the neighbor house. At that moment, I was staying in Pak Hari Wibisono's house when he was become the culture attaché in Netherlands, and I saw the next door is so beautiful, and I can learn that it's like in the kampung in Indonesia, that one house to another house is very close, and even we can see each other like this. So I love this drawing. And at that moment, my program is not only for seminar, conference, or we have a survey, but also for batik exhibition and fashion show with Gallery Batik Jawa. And at that time, I had a chance also to make some drawings of the important heritage of Indonesia in Netherlands, like the Sekolah Indonesia, the School of Indonesia in Den Haag, and also the house of the ambassador and the vice ambassador. But I'm sorry, I lost of some of these drawings and also even the pictures. So maybe I have to look at more and more. And another program where I was there is in Strasse Rappenburg. This is one area in Leiden, where the Leiden, we can see very much the area of the heritage place, because I stay in the hotel, what is called Hotel de Doelen in Leiden. It was built in 16th centuries. And I draw this interior of the Doelen. And from this hotel, I can make the drawing of the in front of this, what is this called Rappenburgstrasse. So this is what I call, I'm lucky if I had my room in and having the beautiful environment and scenery. So like this, this will be very, very good for me. So I can make it a drawing. And originally, this drawing is like only H3, A3, but I made it into A1, so make it much bigger. And I love that my sketch with the pencils that's still alive in this when I made an even bigger one. And the next one time I had a survey on the maritime in Netherlands. So I visited several places that are having the important harbors like the Rotterdam. So we stay in Rotterdam for a couple of days, and we found also many interesting things for me to make a drawing instead of survey of the maritime things. So I made the one is the Rotterdam from my window, once again, from my hotel. And then this is the one that I came down and then to make the draw of this. And also some of heritage building like Huis Sonneveld, that this is the modern architecture. It was built in the 1933. So I love to have like this. As well as previously, I made the icon of Rotterdam, is the bridge and the windshield. So this is something that everything that I presented in this exhibition is the ones that I make the on-the-spot drawing. So this is something that, yeah, I love to do because it's very important that we go to some places and then we can see that there is something that I can bring back home. But the point is, once I learned that I went to so many places, but usually only one or two that I can make the drawing. And sometimes I cannot did anything. So I not feel that I still have so laziness of drawings. So I think for the future, I have to make more and more. And next, this one in Indonesia, I made a drawing about Pusat Administrasi UI, the campus of Indonesian University. This is the administration center. And at that moment, I was invited for certain activities there for a meeting. And then I was thinking, I want to make this drawing of this. So yes, I came earlier. And that's why I try, and this is my final drawing in UI, and only one. And last week, the architects of this, Professor Gunawan Cahyono, came here, and then he told me a lot of story about this design and behind of this design. So I'm very, very happy that I can also show this to Pak Gunawan Cahyono, and I give this for him as a present. Okay, next. As I'm a heritage lover and activist on this, usually I made so many things about the heritage things. So for instance, just about the stair, like the one in Cipta Niaga, di Kota Tua, the old city of Jakarta. And once again, I would like to show you, this is from the hotel, 20th story of the Hotel Bumi Hayat in Surabaya. And I saw so many buildings outside of these windows. And what happened then? I made it, this is as a negative print. So what is previously white now become the black. And I love to have this. And usually when I made a drawing of my room with outside scenery, I also draw my laptop, my handphone, and a cup of coffee. So I made this drawing in the morning, 6:48 in early morning. So this is about the combinations between outdoor space and inside of my interior, my room. And the next, this one is at that moment we had a heritage gathering in Surabaya, and we had a discussion with the local people from the Kampung Manuan. And in front of this, we have a lot of activities. And during these activities in the evening, I made also the sketch just in front of this interesting, they call it gubuk. They call it gubuk multi-purpose that utilized for the local people as a library, as place for explore ideas, place for discussions. So in compare for this and this, I can see that so many things is interesting in the case of architecture, cultural landscape, as well as something from the local. The next we will visit, this is the Ercolano. I'm so sad that why I only have one drawing in Ercolano, because I think it will be then difficult also to go again to that place, because this is a part of the Naples in Italy. And this is because of the volcanoes of Vitruvius mountain. They were collapsed at that moment and buried like Pompeii. So Ercolano and Pompeii is the place of the remaining of the volcanoes. And interestingly, at that moment, we had an activities with Indonesian Heritage Trust, and we already have a collaboration also with the organization there in Ercolano. So we had a guiding tour inside. And this is actually, I have to make more drawings, but yes, that's the way. Next, about architecture. And I live for my master program in Milwaukee. But, you know, I mentioned in this book, in handbook, that my thesis and also some drawings of my studios, I left it there in Milwaukee, although they are all sketches from myself, from my hand. And then when I came there, the owner of the house has already moved to another place, and this is all gone. But then when I came to Milwaukee again with Eisenhower Fellowship at that moment, I can make only one sketch about a very beautiful architecture that I love, the works from Santiago Calatrava. And this is a Milwaukee Art Museum. This is like a bird, and this is on the side of the lake, and there are so many birds also surrounding this area. So I love this architectures. And sometime, and when I stay once again to my friend's house or my relative house, once the outside that interesting, beautiful, then I made. So this one is in Dago Pakar house in the morning. So I made this drawing, and then I put also once again my laptop and then my handphone, part of this design. And now we come up to the area that actually I'm lucky that I'm belong to what is called the Organization of Urban Forum for Southeast Asia. So during that period time of 2012, 2013, up to 2000, or even before 2010, we went every year to Philippines, Myanmar, Laos, Malaysia, and also Germany. And this is one, only one from Laos that I made drawings. And once again, this came from my room, so I can see outside of this. And now we go to this. This is part of the project of the Ministry of Public Work, Republic of Indonesia. At that moment, they will make a revitalization of this heritage building. It's called Tangsi Belanda. So the Dutch buildings. And we went there before the rehabilitations. And then, wow, this is a time for me to make the sketch because all these buildings also mostly covered with a plantation like this. But now when I came again, this is in Siak, Indrapura, along the river Siak. So we went there with the activities of Indonesian Heritage Trust. We have the heritage gathering, and then now it can be utilized by even the young generation and for the meeting, and they also discussing a lot of things about the conservations of the Siak city. So this one, and this exhibition, actually, I also dedicated to all institutions like Ministry of Public Work, my counterpart, Kyoto University, the Embassy of Indonesia in Netherlands and Sweden and Latvia, because with their invitations, I can do what I have to do with this invitation, but I have also the opportunity to make drawings. So this is something that this is not really that I will make a drawing in my journey, but this is part of my invitation journeys that I can have opportunity to make a drawing. Okay, now we will come to Indonesia, back to Indonesia, and then there will be some more stories about this one. Mari Pak. Saya di sini ya. Ketemu lagi. Before I continue, I would like to greet Mbak Saumi, selamat datang, Mbak Sandra, Mbak Tuti, Mas Hari, and others. Terima kasih sudah join dengan kami. Baik, now we continue with this journey. This is in Lombok. The Indonesian Heritage Trust organized the gatherings. Once again, gatherings for me is the good opportunity to explore very, very local things from those sites. So this is in the north of Lombok that I can learn how is the condition of the beach, the architecture of the traditional architectures there, and then also the beach and the typical of the architectures. And some of the, we call it the conditions of very local of river in certain small village. And at that moment, for instance, when we went to the Medana Bay Marina, I can see also at that moment many horses were in the beach, and you can see also the types of this ship. It's very special with houses also within this ship. And in the case of this houses, the vernacular architectures, also mostly of what they have, like in Desa Adat Seganter, is also the one that only having one room for all activities of the people there. And now the last destination is in Gunung Kidul, the one that I have another opportunity to explore more about this because of my activities with my colleagues, my friends, who also at that moment, we were the high school friends. The first time I went to what is called the Ngelanggeran. So this is the one that we visited there, and then he explained to us about this ancient, the one that at that moment I don't know before, that there was an ancient mountain. And then I had a project, it's called Heritage Tourism in Yogyakarta. And with this project, then we stay in several places in Yogyakarta and explore what is actually the heart of the heritage tourism, not only the culture, but also the physical of the natural, as well as the cultural landscape that we use the term of Saujana. So one important things that just also my first time at the moment is following what is the ancient river of Bengawan Solo. So we were ride the car within the previously the Bengawan Solo, ancient Bengawan Solo, and this Bengawan Solo went to the south, not to the north. That right now Bengawan Solo is going to the north, and this is the Sateng, is the beach over there that where the Bengawan Solo were meet with the ocean of Indonesia. This is very important and very nice journey at that moment. Then we stay also one night in the ancient mountain of Ngelanggeran. So this one, I took it from that where we stay in the Ngelanggeran. And in the morning, we went to the pond surrounding this Ngelanggeran, and we learned what is this Ngelanggeran was, this ancient. But a couple years later, I met Pak Manu, who is an expert of batik. Maybe you can show the batik here is what is called the parang. The parang batik is the ones that originally Mr. Manu mentioned to me. The parang batik is transformations of what is called Watu Gunung, is the mountain stone. And then I remember my drawing. I checked there. It's a drawing. And yes, there is a drawing. There is what is called the melinjon. Then I checked my drawing. Oh, this is the melinjon. And what is this? Oh, this parang. Is this the very sharp of the stones, of the mountain stone? And this is the water that came down like this. So if I know this is before, maybe my drawing will be, I will stress more on this melinjon things, the whole of where the water went out. But I made this one before I know about this transformation of the nature to the drawing of the batik. So I was impressed what is our ancestor at that moment, drawing from the nature into the batik design. And in Gunung Kidul, the Regency of Gunung Kidul, there are so many also the cave like this. And yeah, once again, I have to draw more because there are so many types of the caves and there are so many history of those caves, including also the beach. That maybe some of the beaches also now changed into very modern with new buildings, but I love the ones that are nature like this. And the final one that I also mentioned here is about the air terjun Tung Kandang. In my exhibition now, I start with a architecture building that it used to be our school, the Department of Architecture Universitas Gadjah Mada. That's now is already gone because it's turned into high-rise building. And this one also, for the ending of my exhibition, is the air terjun Tung Kandang, the water fountain Tung Kandang that also now, I don't know, is just like this or just no water, because they have the what is called the toll or just a highway on this, and that makes many protests from the local people. Yes, so this is my second sessions of my exhibitions, and if you want to see the first, you can click the session 1, so you can have the complete of this. Monggo Ibu dan Bapak sekalian, kalau ada pertanyaan dipersilahkan dan I will sit here. Monggo, silahkan. Please, any questions? Uli, do you want to have a questions? And actually, my first session is I show the drawings that I made for the Art Nouveau in Vienna, next to your campus, TU Wien. So I love the drawings.
So I have also to watch the first part.
Oh, yeah. You can see also in the session 1. I did it
Yes.
last week. Please. And you can come. You will come, right? Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
So any comment, please?
But Sita,
Yes.
just a question also, because you do so many sketches and drawings, is this also an idea that you are teaching or have taught to the students that you have at the university, so to have another understanding of the architecture and also of the surrounding? Is this something you think is really important also in the still architecture education?
Yes, this is right. But the point is, I don't know why it's come to these years. So many architecture students love to mix the designs, not by making the sketches, but they use computerized. So I'm a little bit disappointed, because to express something, architect has to make the drawing to get this, not just having by computerized. And now it's already have an AI, that there will be another tools, then maybe they will forget on making the drawings. So I think drawing is also, we can learn from the current conditions, even the natural one, and the local wisdom. Importance to understand the local wisdom, because a lot of local wisdom that actually is not expressed in the part of the, maybe the current modern architectures. That's what I feel.
For sure. So yeah,
What do you think?
we have to push at the universities that there have to be mandatory classes for drawing and sketching again, and be outside and really touch the buildings and draw the buildings, so that you get more interrelation and see the details in a very different way. That's why I appreciate everybody who does it. Even me, I can't do it, but I would love to. Perhaps I have to start at one stage.
You can also see in my drawings when we were in Labuan Bajo.
Yeah.
So the hill and then the villa that we stay, when we were there with Ibu Kartika Avandi, we also, you will see also how I make a drawing of the small hills over there, because this is actually, it's not the stone, the special stones that have a different expressions. So I think expression like this is something that we have to learn. And why also I'm mentioning about the batik, because the batik is the way of our ancestor, actually, many centuries ago. How they transform from the local, from the environment, from the natural things into patterns of the batik. That is very, very special, very smart people at that moment.
That's right. Terima kasih banyak.
Sama-sama. Anyone want to make a comment? Oh, ada di dalam chat. Ya. Atau silahkan disampaikan in Indonesian, in English, and but don't in Chinese or in Japanese. Oke, silahkan. Dari siapa ya? Yang ada di chat?
Dari Ibu Sumi Damayanti, Mbak.
Oh, dari Bu Syumi. Ya, monggo Bu Syumi.
Saya Ibu.
Ya.
Saya tadi takjub melihat Ibu bercerita tentang motif parang yang merupakan hasil transformasi dari panorama di Gunung Purba. Boleh ditampilin lagi nggak Bu, dibandingin? Saya kok takjub beneran ya, segitunya gitu.
Mas Ikrom bisa ditunjukkan gambarnya yang itu ngelanggeran dan
Yang betul ngelanggeran itu Bu, dan batik parang.
Ya. Nah, itu Mbak Syumi. Jadi this is what I learned from the expert of batik, that the parang is not just a word that we use the original word of something, but this is the original transformations from the nature. And the nature is the Gunung Purba, the ancient mountain, where the ancient mountain have the melinjon. So this kind of thing, maybe we can learn more and more to other type of the batik, that this is something that very, very original, and the way of making the transformation, this is something that very clever, very smart of our ancestor. So like the parang that I mentioned on this. Begitu Mbak.
Iya Bu, luar biasa emang.
Yeah. And there is also the other questions about dari Mbak Devi ya. Curi-curi kesempatan. How I can have the opportunity Actually, if I brought the students, then the student have a time to do for their own research. So I will have my own research too. So this is one of the turi-turi kesempatan. And then the other one is, once again, if I have my room with a beautiful panorama, or maybe we can have a breakfast in certain place, or maybe lunch in certain place also, and then we can see the outside of the area is beautiful, then I can do something. And yeah, and then yes, itu Mbak. And which one is very important? Gunung Kidul is something that I love it. And also the Borobudur, because in Borobudur we then finally publish a book. And yeah, Indonesia, we have a lot of things. But once again, I'm disappointed also. I live longer time in Japan. I live longer time in United States, but I only made a few drawings. I'm not so, eager to draw at that moment. So I just, if I have a time and I to make the drawings. Itu mungkin ada yang lain? Any more? Thank you.
Ibu boleh
Ya,
berkomentar?
boleh, Mas Danang.
Iya. Pendapat Ibu tentang anak-anak sekarang yang mungkin tidak suka sketching gitu ya, Bu. Nah, ini pengaruhnya terhadap desain tentunya kan berpengaruh. Nah, ini mungkin saran Ibu mungkin bagaimana, Bu? Apakah di field school itu kemudian dalam tanda kutip anak dipaksa untuk sketching atau seperti apa supaya mereka bisa menangkap dari apa yang ada di lapangan begitu, Bu. Nah, ini karena kan apalagi dengan adanya AI itu anak-anak sekarang tambah malas lagi untuk mendesain. Ini saran Ibu bagaimana, Bu?
Yeah, I think we have to push the student, as well as when we had the International Field School on Yogyakarta Cosmological Axis, we also asked them to make some sketches by their heart. So if you make something with your hand, and then you will feel what will we do, or what should we do for designing something, or what we can then explore, what we can make it. This one should be preserved, not to be changed, for instance. So I think by do something with your hand, it will get everything to your heart. And then after that, you can use the computer. You can use also another tool to make the drawing even better. But the way of understanding is using our hand. This will be directly to our mind. Mungkin itu Mas Danang yang bisa saya sampaikan.
Siap, Ibu. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama. Terima kasih sudah hadir di sini, dan mudah-mudahan di teman-teman di Balai Kota juga banyak yang suka membuat sketsa. Any more comment, questions? Silahkan. Maybe we would like also to make more activities like that, like a guiding exhibition tour through online in the future, because after my exhibition, there will be my colleagues also will make another exhibition here, and then we would like also to continue this kind of activities through website, and don't forget to follow our website too. Okay, more questions, more comment, please. Pak Hari biasanya banyak berdiskusi. Monggo, please.
Ya, saya menikmati. I really appreciate what was presented by Bu Sita. It was very beautiful, very nice, and it's kind of journey. My question will be about whether there is any change in method, whether no architect or no artist has different approach, or whether there is a change in curriculum, whether in Indonesia or abroad, about drawing or something like that, or everything is depend on the artist. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's have their own method. Maybe without sketchings, or they can make also something good production or good designs in this case. And there are also every architects, for instance, or even painters, they have their own types of expressions. So I think we cannot just push, oh, you have to do this and then you have to do that. But for my experience and for my students, I suggest them also, when you want to know more about something, especially the local things, the local wisdom, please use your hand. Don't think that you have to be to have the beautiful paintings, but whatever that you can explore from the original of the environments, that must be better. Ya, mungkin itu, Pak.
Yeah, it's a like comparison whether in Austria there will be any different approach or the same approach like it was explained by Bu Sita, Ms. Herbig.
Yeah, there's many approaches actually. It's not just like what I have like this, but there will be also by photographer. Maybe photographer also can do the same thing like this. But for me myself, with photography, for me is I need more. Because photography just yes, of course I can find beautiful things or some correlations that what will be the highlights of certain design. But by making some, I can learn beyond this. For instance, like this, once again, like this Ngelanggeran, that I made a drawing of this. Finally, I found, oh, that's why the previous, our ancestor, they can transform from this ancient way of the water, went out and then leaking on the very sharp of stones, and can be the parang design of batik. So this is something that then I learned this one too. Of course, and when we learn about the Borobudur and we publish the book, so we learn also how is the Borobudur is not just about the single building. It's not just about the very monumental, but a lot of things under the earth, under the water. There are so many stories. This is something that we can also make it into explore it by using our sketch.
Beautiful, thank you.
You are welcome. Monggo, Ibu dan Bapak, ada lagi yang akan disampaikan? Kalau tidak ada, sudah 8.34. Kita foto bersama ya, buat kenang-kenangan kita semuanya. We open your slides and then we can, Mas Ikram will take a pictures for whole of us. Mari, let's go. Please open your face. Mari silahkan ibu-ibu sekalian. Mas Ikram yang menghitung ya. Oke. Oke. Ya. Siap? Sudah ya? 1, 2, 3. Satu lagi. 1, 2, 3. Terima kasih, Ibu, Bapak, teman-teman sekalian. So,
Cerita.
yeah, thank you very much for coming. And
Terima kasih and see you.
yes, please come. And then please come also Mas Danang, Mas Hari, Mbak Xiaomi. Oh, you are in Jakarta. And also Mas Deva. Oh, Dewi, you came here. Thank you with your twins. Terima kasih. Mas Bendol, Mbak Ani.
Nih, makasih
Sukses,
Desita,
Ida.
sukses,
Ya.
sukses selalu
Sukses,
deh.
Ida.
Oke,
Nih,
terima
matur
kasih.
nuwun.
Thank you very
Nih,
much.
nih,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye, bye.
Dah.